Very good afternoon, Dutch bike blogger here on my way to home. Really nice weather, approximately 25 or 26 degrees Fahrenheit, which is quite warm but very nice too. Again, one camera in the chest and the other one at the back of the saddle, facing backwards. Backpack is on the steering wheel, maybe you can see. So, driving around, getting to home. A little bit longer route than normal. It's nice weather to drive, so let's take advantage of the nice weather. Windmill is going fast around, turning around. Making electricity. Actually, once you get used to installing the camera on the back of the bike, it's done, well, quite fast. What I do, I let the mount, which is connected to the waterproof case of the camera, I let it attached to the camera itself, and I loosen the screw from the saddle pin itself, so the mount and the camera stay connected when I take it off. That's the easiest way. I don't want to let this mount be on my bike, so I have to take all the equipment off when I put my bike in the shed at work, and also I have to put the equipment off. Well, little bit a bridge open, there's a small boat there. Maybe I can show you by turning the camera. It's a really small boat. Well, turning the camera a little bit, I have to turn it when I'm starting to cycle again, because otherwise you will see my handlebars, which looks like shit. It's warm, I can feel the sun burning on my skin. I'm in the shorts I left in this morning, and also the t-shirt, but I must have said when I had a different shirt I would have worn it. A little bit less sleeve, aka sleeveless. It's a bridge on the pivot point, unlike the bridge from the Korrewegwijk, which is a pontoon. Which has some trouble when it's freezing. The bridge is frozen solid. It has to be put open, otherwise it cannot be opened anymore. And this one is much better. This one is on a pontoon. On this side the deck is lowered, but when it's in place, the other part, the end, will be lowered and resting on a sort of, well, ledge or something. And this one will be raised and flush with the deck I'm on, the road I mean. Well, over the now closed bridge. Going where I have been before. Now it's a view from two sides. One in the front with the sound on it, and the other one in the right bottom corner. I actually am able to switch the sound from the main camera in the front to the back camera, but then you cannot hear anything else than bike making noise, which is not what you want. Definitely not. Only thing I have to be aware of this camera setup is that I will start them at the same time. That's easier to synchronize. Basically what you do, you have two output files. One from the front camera, one from the back. Well, you load them in your movie maker. For me that's Filmora. I have a license for it, paid for it. Not that expensive. 59 euros or so. That's a lifelong license, by the way. You put the two files in, you drag them to the film strip, one above, one below that, so you have next to each other, underneath each other, one front camera facing film, one at the back. Well, as I started these two cameras simultaneously, I'm not having to synchronize it as much as it is necessary when I start the cameras at a different point. What I do, I am able to snip a little part of each film in the front, where you see my hands moving and camera and whatnot. That's also what is done at the ending. When I'm stopping the camera, you also see, or you hear sound of me touching the camera, clicking it off. And also sometimes you have a hand in the view. Let's be careful with that. And then at the end I will snip also, cut also a little part off, so that it's also at the end still synchronized. That's how it's done. It's actually not that complicated. What could be complicated is when I have a main view from this SJ camera, the chest, and I wanted to mix it up with shots from the back, and I have to edit a part of the movie in the back facing camera to cut a section out to place that in the front facing camera view. That will be a lot of work, so I choose to at that moment to put the two files together, facing back in the right corner, like I said, the bottom corner, in the normal sound and view at the main. ...80 kilometers an hour, it's fast. I You can see the cars whipping by. Really nice cycling weather, not in a hurry at all. Hopefully the battery of the Nikkei does hold up. I have a slight idea that it's not loaded enough and that it's not has not energy enough to work long enough. I should have charged it. I did charge the camera on my chest, but last night. But I probably forgot to charge the Nikkei, the one that's on the back at the moment. I'm shooting in 4K at the back, by the way, and 2K in the front. I have to say I'm not impressed with the file quality in 1080p, 60 frames a second. 2.7 is okay, 4 is better. But 1080 is grainy. When I shoot with the SJ cam, the SJ 5000X is 1080p 60 frames a second. It's a lot better than what the Nikkei does. But the SJ is twice as expensive, 125 or so, 26. The Nikkei 69 euros, so that's a difference. Also have to test the Nikkei in the dark. That has to be done, well, another time when it's dark, because when I have my shift tomorrow, I will be free from work at 8 o'clock and then it's still light. It's light outside until 9:20 or so, depending on hours. 15 or 20 minutes. By the way, also not very impressed by the sound the camera is picking up from Nikkei. I have no option to increase the audio volume. It's on or off. Well, the nice green part here, really nice. Riding here all alone, which suits me fine. To my left, what we call volkstuintjes, some pieces of garden, of land, which turn into garden from people who don't have any garden or a balcony on their home in Groningen city. They can come here and grow their crops, building a small house on it, well, a shed more, to store their tools or something. Who wants a piece of land and has to use it, and you have to carry your tools every time. That would be not great. small hump. Speed bump hump thingy. Whoa. Hubbly bubbly. Well, continuing. Another hump, and we have a green light for bikes, but I'm not gonna make that. At least I don't think I'm gonna make it. No, it's orange. I have to stop. Nice motorcycle. Looks like a Harley. Not sure when it's driving there. Who knows? Ken, was that you on your bike? Moving a little bit forward. That's a scooter in Harley equipment. A lot of chrome windshield. Let me go this way. 30 kilometer zone. Let me have a look how it's here. Not been here in a while. Now it's more, well, leafy. No. Green. Yes, that's it. There are leaves on the trees. It's quite nice weather actually. I know when I get home I will be sweaty like a, well, sweating like a pig. But that's okay. It's always the same when you have warm weather and you drive, you will get sweaty. Now I have the drive wind for the cooling, but when I stop at home it will be warm. Actually, I could add a third cam. That's the 360 cam. Don't want to do that because it will be cumbersome and too much of the same. And you have a back view, front view, and a 360 view. So, not sure how to do that and render that and make the movie from it. Sounds like a hassle. And how do I start 3 cams at once? That will be a challenge. Going underneath the ring road. Hornbach in the distance, more to my, well, 10 o'clock or so. Let's try to have the Hornbach in view. Well, hopefully you did see it. Hornbach is a home improvement market, business, shop, where you can buy stuff to enhance your house, like paint, wood, even fish. Two people with a stroller or a little child in there. Why would you otherwise be on the way with a stroller? On YouTube I've seen that people put their dogs in there, but that would be really, really strange. Bike from the opposite direction. Mountain bike. Well, there are mountains here, only slightly different in height. It's nothing like Switzerland here, or Austria, or even the Bavarian mountains. Nothing like it, just flat as a pancake for the most part. Still going straight on this bike lane. Well, straight on. Bike lane is not straight, it's curvy. Oh, bumpy. What are you gonna do? Maybe drive a little bit less fast. Let's go through here. And hopefully I'm not going to make a turn somewhere, so I'm going to be ending up at home someday or some point, which of course is my goal. But arriving at home will be a little bit later due to my driving around here. Otherwise I would have been home in 10 or 12 minutes. Now 11 or 12, 13 minutes, so something like that. And if I do it in a slower speed, I will be busy, 14, 15 minutes, nothing more than that. Two bikes, where are you going? Let's go through here. Spakenpad. Spaken are spokes. So it's spoke path. Well, that's strange. I'm sure Spaken is derivative from a Dutch name or something. Doesn't mean spokes like in the small iron rods you have in your wheel. It's probably something different. It's actually not a bike lane, I think.
We hebben er wel een paar hoor. Maar dan met restjes van een kikkerdrill. Oké.
Some child talking to the parents what they fished out of the sloot, the water. Kikkerdrill. Don't know what it's in English. Small frog eggs. We call it kikkerdrill. I have to keep my eyes open because this is a bike lane or footpath behind houses. And it can be that somebody steps out here. And I have to brake, of course. I don't want to hit anybody. It's not my goal. So I have to keep my eyes open. And also have a look at the path because the tiles are a little bit uneven. And there's somebody walking, but he's gone. Not sure where I am at the moment, but we'll be ending up somewhere. we're going right through Beijum. Well, that's okay. Middag. Being friendly doesn't cost a thing. Saying hi to this man, he was standing up to make room, so not a bad idea to say hi. Let me have a look. Where am I? Would be nice if I could go into the build-up area again. But if I continue straight, I will be ending up somewhere. It's not a bike path that leads to nowhere, so always gonna get somewhere. Well, it's gonna be around Beijum. Let's go through here. Little alternative route, not in the build-up area at all, just a park, Groningen Bos. Free translated to Groningen, well that's the area in Groningen. Bos is wood, woods actually, plural. So some kind of bushed up area with a lot of trees, probably some animals. No bears or something. The most you're gonna find a rabbit or a hare, maybe a small deer. And that's about it. Hopefully you enjoyed this ride. Hopefully my camera still works, by the way. Not even sure about that. Now the front one is still running. Not sure about the back one. I will find out when I get home. Just a quiet ride through nature is always good. No one here, which surprises me because it's a nice area. Could be the time of the day. It's the warmest point in the day actually, so people are not outside. Well, I've spoken to early in the distance somebody with a dog walking. Be careful not to entangle in the dog or the owner. Hi. Well, let's take a ride here. Man probably even noticed me. Had some earplugs in, probably with music or something. I could hear his dog breathing, like dogs do. In Holland we call it hijgen. Not sure what it's called in English, but You will figure it out. Dog with the tongue out of his mouth, getting rid of the warmth. Well, I can't go to the right. There's just came a car across, so I have to try to get to the right, if possible. As it is. There's an old farmhouse to my left, no right. Bit of a worn down part of Groningen. This all was in earlier years farmland. And some houses built here. Well, I'm back in Groningen. You can see the sign Groningen Noorddijk. Taking a turn here on the bike lane again. Going back where I came from. Well, this almost ran off the road looking at my bike, at my camera. Damn, that's not good. Hey. Well, he said something first, so I greeted him back, which of course is nice. Maybe you notice in future, when you're a group walking through a city behind each other, you don't say the upcoming people on the sidewalk hello, but when this situation where you're alone walking towards each other, chances are quite high that you're going to say hi to each other, just to, well, be friendly and also get rid of the awkwardness of staring to each other. But like I said, it's not a punishment to be friendly, so please say something to people you see, especially when you know them, of course, but also when you don't know them. It's not a problem when you say hi, and when you say hi first and they respond, it's okay, of course. And when they choose not to respond, well, that's on them. By the way, this is going to be a longer movie. Not expected here to be here, but I am sweating. The body harness makes it sweaty underneath my shirt. It's, the fabric of the elastic fabric is on my body, on the shirt. It's pressing on my body, and also the plastic plates where the camera is in. It's also on my chest and generating heat. Not cool, at least. No cooling from the wind. And I want to put off my chest harness. You can see where it has been on my t-shirt. It's all wet underneath. Don't complain, it could have been raining. Let me have a look here on this bridge. Nijensteinheert. Well, maybe I told you before, everything in Beijum ends on heert. You can look it up the map. Everything is ending with heert, but that's not gonna fit. Oh, he's going to turn, that's nice. You really have to know where you have to go, because it's really tight and narrow here. If you live here you probably know, but when you have to, well, for instance, work at the post office and you have to go with your bike or your van or your car to deliver a package, well, it's going to be a big deal. Now there is TomTom, of course, Google Maps, and you used not to have that. This area, this part of Groningen is built in, well, end of the 70s, 78, 79, 1980 or so. It's quite old. And then you didn't have anything like that, only a map, a folding map. Not sure where I am. Somewhere on a roundabout. Bumpy. Well, let's take a right here. Let me see if there's some signs, street name signs. Because then I have somewhat of a clue where I am. Can I go underneath to the left? Let's have a try. That's possible, but no knowing where I'm gonna end up. No, it's not possible to go here, so dead end. That's not good. But we will get out of here. Didn't see that bike. Taking a left at the end. Let's have a look. No, I can only go left. Well, that's okay. Coming to get somewhere where it's busier, so chances are I'm going to be closer to the city at the moment. The sun is at 10 o'clock or so, so I'm driving south. Well, not really, somewhere. Oh, car, let's brake. Thank you. It's a maze here, man. Nice living, but a big maze. And now it's daylight. Imagine that you have to drive in the dark. There's only street lights. That will be a problem. Going through here. Can't even see a damn thing around the corner. I have to be so careful. What's gonna happen? Honsterheert, never heard of it even. Well, that's going to be a challenge to see where I was. I've been driving. Well, to the main bike road again. Okay. Well, Groningen again. thing in front of me at, well, 12 o'clock or so. It's a climbing wall, tower. And then you probably know where I am at the moment. Cutting again. Biotech inside corner, man. There's a bug on my shorts traveling with me. Probably fell on there, or flew on there, or landed on there. Probably gonna take me ages to render this video file. But luckily I don't only have to put it in the right direction in order. Cut it from the front and the back, and then let the computer do the job. Really does the job when I'm away. Well, I ended up at the bike lane again. Same corner I took last Sunday. Bunch of gravel inside. Gravel inside. I got the gravel inside. No, it's on the floor in the corner. Bike courier. Well, I almost ended up at the Ulgersmaweg. Just a few corners, then I'm there. And at the end of the Ulgersmaweg, I'm able to drive over the Korrewegwijk when it's not opened or closed, and you say it. If it's not opened for ships, I mean. Well, you get the impression. Camera's still rolling. I was almost rolling on the side of the road because I didn't notice the bend. Stupid can you be? Well, almost home again. Looks like the bridge is not closed, aka can go through. No traffic. Not something I have to take in account actually. Well, a nice sunny ride home from work. Relaxing. Will be a nice view from the back, passing this car and this moped, which now is passing me again. Well, let's have a see. Look, first of all, I got something to drink when I get home because I'm thirsty. Well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. And if you have some question about this movie, please do so. I will try to answer. I'm a little bit behind. Sorry, Ken, about that. Well, we made it.